for a long and spirit-filled life contains wisdom and life lessons, like how she and her family fled their farm in Twiggs County, Georgia, because of a lynching that was going to take place of two of her brothers, and the lesson she shared was it was faith that carried them from Georgia and faith that took them through the Great Migration. And the book is really an oral history book of several lessons about the family, about their traditions, and the tradition of preserving history. And one of the life lessons was I discovered when Sarah told me about her family reunion, and how family reunions are not just times to come together to celebrate families, but to teach the young people about the family tree and the history. And during my 4 years with Aunt Sarah, she also shared some recipes about how she's maintained her health.
Do you have a special remedy, something that you eat in all these years, or something that you've enjoyed drinking? Tell us about one of your remedies.
Of course. My one is whole almond tea. God have given me many things to do with these things. Taking care of people. God give me the grace of helping people that have asthma, if I can get them. Watch, I can take them to a tree, put them to the tree, and mark it there as a child. You don't cut that tree out. As that tree grows, they go out asthma. I was able to go out in the woods, get leaves, and break any fever that anybody had. God been good to me. So many things He has showed me to do.
You said Aunt Sarah drove up until she was well into her 80s? No, well into her early 90s. Early 90s? She stopped driving at around 94 or 95.
So she's been a very independent woman for a very long time. What kind of lessons of independence have you, as her great niece, taken from Aunt Sarah?
I learned from Aunt Sarah the lesson of God loves the child who has its own. She was the survivor of 13, so early on she learned to farm, to sew overalls, and she learned how to cook from her family. And she used to say a woman who can grow her own food, cook, save her own money for a rainy day, and a woman who can buy her own property, because her father bought 2 farms in Monroeville, New Jersey in the early 30s. She said that's the woman who can control her own destiny.
Aunt Sarah, how does prayer change things? Because I know you are praying saint. You're the mother of your church. Tell us about prayer.
That's all I know, darling. Pray. That's all I know. It have brought me this far. I know He ain't gonna leave me now. He gonna carry me through. But that's all I ever had was prayer. Whatever comes, talk to the Lord about it, and He'll take care of it.
She said there was a time where every day her family would come together for prayer. Weekdays, not holidays, Sundays, fellowship was a ritual. And she says that some of our families we've lost that.
Do unto others as you desire them to do unto you. Let them do what they wanted to do. Don't do nothing bad. Give them to Jesus and keep stepping. God.
When I wrote this book, I spent 18 years as a news reporter at the Star-Ledger. And when I wrote this book, I realized I was reporting on my most greatest assignment and challenge, the life of someone who has lived through more than 18 presidents and even voted for President Obama. And I said, I want to write this book for our family, but then I also want to extend it to humanity, because all families could relate to this story, because whether you come from Africa, Haiti, Italy, Ireland, or Twiggs County in Jeffersonville, Georgia, Tennessee, Charlotte, we all bring with us tradition, food, rituals, spirituality. So I think this book is written for families, and this book is written for the inquisitive mind who can appreciate history and appreciate wisdom.
What's the secret of your long, beautiful, blessed life?
Jesus. Jesus.